Now let the other one go.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lee Pells, the owner of the 65 GTO bike, created by Full Pedal Team. I welcome you to the 2018 GTOAA convention. We thank you for bringing the bikes. Thank you. Speech. Okay, why don't you give me a car?
Looking for a 70 judge.
Yeah. Convertible four-speed. Straight up to the bike.
Convertible 4-speed. Volunteer.
Want a bottle of water, Paul?
So you guys probably know most of the stuff about the bike, but it's a 30-inch wheel on the front. It's a 124-inch turbocharged intercooled engine. We tried to push Paul the stuff he hasn't built before. He's built a few bikes for us. We're both GTO guys. I got my dad's original 64 GTO. We got a 65, Catalinas, quite a few. I'm a Pontiac guy. And I've been pressure and Paul. He's built, like he said, 10 bikes for us over the years. And I've been trying to get him to build this bike for me for a long time, but you can see it's not exactly the type bikes he normally builds. It took a lot of metal work, shrinking the back down to get to scale, and the idea was...
Dropping it too, right?
And dropping it. I'm not a small guy, so the bike was to make me look like a normal-sized guy.
I watched the
So
show.
it had to be, say again?
I watched the show.
Yeah, it was good.
I saw that vlog.
No surprise,
Yeah.
huh?
What's that?
Yes, it's all hand formed.
Surprise. Cheap.
Lots of little things on the bike. I needed a place. The other bikes it gives us never a place for your phone and your wallet. So that's why we put the center console into the gas tank. We actually go ride the bikes and do stuff with them out in New York, and he comes to Florida and stuff. And so I wanted something you could actually use and was functional. The trunk actually works. There's not much room in there. There's an air system back there, obviously, for the air suspension on it. That's really it. Largest tire they've ever put on a bike. The 30-inch. Only a couple guys in America that can cut a wheel that size. Yeah, it's made to look like the hubcaps off the cars. The other side, the brake, is the really amazing part, the caliper that's on it. The bike hadn't been really functional when we got it because it could actually be ridden. So it actually is a really nice bike.
You all know GTOs. If you look at the back, it looks like he just shrunk down 65 GTO.
So we got all the parts from Kevin from Ames. He came out and participated with us. It was a labor of love. Not everything about reality TV is reality. There's a lot more misery than he showed in the show that went into this. Getting the turbocharging system to work with the fuel injection all was a feat to get it to do what we wanted it to do. And then to get the shifter put on it like we wanted. I wanted the Hurst shifter on the side, on the other side, which you can't see from this side. Getting it to work the way we wanted it with the foot. We have one that just uses the hand shifter, but it's a pain when you drive it. This one, they both move together, which is for more functionality than just looks. But it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, this for me, I've always been a Pontiac guy. I think I had 68 in my first year, but I've been around Pontiacs forever. And I've probably, during the course of the years, had every year, matter of fact, I had a whole collection from 64 to 70, all 4-speed convertibles, all number matching cars. So I love Pontiacs, and so this was a challenge. You know, I was telling Lee that there was only one other bike that was actually harder to build than this bike. So this is the second hardest bike that we've ever built in the last 15 years. Well, for me, it's worth it because, you know, 65 is a great year. It's a second year for Pontiac, so it was a great year. you know, I had a 64 with the same color with the partial interior. So, you know, the color flows nice. I think that the car, you can call it a car, but it has more power than probably any Ram Air 4. I mean, this thing really gets up and gets it. So, and I think it's like Lee said, it's fuel injection. But you can ride it down the road. You know, it's not going to overheat on you. You know, it actually is a comfortable ride, but the air suspension. So, you know, it's got the Pontiac gauges here with the wood dash. We put a little stereo in there that works off your phone, which is not happening with me.
It's about 900 pounds.
So that's it for me.
It's okay as long as it doesn't lean one way up. Yeah. So the first time Paul called me, he said, I rode it. And he goes, it's too fast. Because it just wants to slide you off the back. Like it'll run up under you. So it's got a lot of low end torque and all in it. That's an estimated motor just for the turbo force to run. So that's really it. We wanted to come. I come to the show every year, no matter where it's at. We didn't show this year. My buddy was going to trailer one of our cars up, got ill and could not make it. And he was the gentleman that was on the show with me. But we're big. We're all big Pontiac guys. Like I said, I've had my dad's. I've had many a Misfit, my 64 GTO. When I was a baby, I opened the door and took it out of gear and knocked the door off the carport. There's lots of stories behind me and their GTOs, but I've just always loved the Pontiacs. That's it.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Paul. Paul. Get a picture.
Amazing.
I gotta get a picture.